The second secret: don't die with your music still in you. And here's a quote from Euripides: "There is just one life for each of us, our own." And Abraham Maslow once said, "A musician must make music, an artist must paint, a poet must write, if he be at peace with himself. What a man can be, he must be." Don't die with your music still in you. The world you live in is an intelligent system in which every moving part is coordinated by every other moving part. There's a universal life force that supports and orchestrates everything. It all works together in perfect harmony. You are one of those moving parts. You showed up here in this body that you inhabit, precisely on time. Your body will leave here with the same precision. You're an essential piece of this complex system. Here you are in this intelligent system that has no beginnings and no ends, in which all of the galaxies move in harmony with each other. You must have shown up here for a reason. Khalil Gibran said, "When you are born, your work is placed in your heart." So what is your work, your purpose? Are you living it out the way your heart urges you to? Listening to your heart. Take a moment right now and point to yourself. Your finger is very likely pointing right at your heart, not at your brain, but at your heart. This is who you are. The constant beating of your heart in and out and in, is a symbol of your infinite connection to the always present heartbeat of God, or the universal intelligence. Your left brain calculates, figures things out, analyzes, and comes up with the most logical choices for you. It thinks, thinks, thinks. Your right brain represents your intuitive side. This is the part of you that goes beyond reason and analysis. It's the part of you that feels things, that's sensitive to love, that's emotional about what's important to you. Your right brain allows you to tear up as you hold your babies or bask in the beauty of a glorious day. Your left brain can analyze it, while your right brain lets you feel it. Pick a situation and ask yourself if what you know or what you feel is most important to you. Generally, what you'll take care of first depends on the situation and circumstances you're in. Your intellect can be figuring out exactly how you're supposed to act in a relationship when things are collapsing or when they're rapturous. And then there are times when what you feel will supersede what you know. If you are feeling fearful, scared, lonely, or on the other hand thrilled, loving, and ecstatic, these will be the dominant forces you'll act upon. These are the times when your right brain is right. Your right brain will always lead you passionately to your purpose. Listening to your right brain. There's an intuitive, invisible presence that's always with you. I picture this presence as a nagging little creature who sits on your right shoulder and reminds you when you've lost your sense of purpose. This little fellow is your own death, urging you to get on with what you showed up here for, because you have only so many days to get it done, and then your body will be departing for this visit. Your invisible companion will prod you when you're spending another day doing what somebody else has dictated if it's not a part of your own passion in life. You'll most likely always know when you're off purpose because of your thoughts of frustration. You might not always act on this knowledge, though, because your left brain has not mustered up the courage to do the bidding that your right brain knows is your destiny. Your inner intuitive voice keeps urging you to play the music that you hear so that you won't die with it inside of you. But your left brain says, "Wait a minute, be careful, don't take risks, you might fail. You might disappoint all of those who have a different view of what you should be doing." Then your right brain, invisible companion, your death, speaks even louder. The volume gets turned up and trying to get you to follow your dream. Listening exclusively to your left brain will turn you ultimately into a pretender, or even worse, a commuter. Getting up every morning, going with the crowd, doing that job that brings in the money and pays the bills, and getting up the next morning and doing it all over again, as a well-known song implies. Meanwhile, the music inside of you fades almost to a point of being inaudible. But your constant, invisible companion always hears the music and continues tapping you on your shoulder. The attempts to get your attention may take the form of an ulcer, or a fire to burn up your resistance, or being fired from a stifling job, or being brought into your knees with an accident. Usually these accidents, illnesses, and forms of bad luck finally get your attention, but not always. Some people end up like Tolstoy's character, Ivan Ilyich, who anguished on his deathbed. "What if my whole life has been wrong?" A fearsome scene, I must say. You don't have to choose that fate. Listen to your invisible companion, express the music that you hear, and ignore what everyone else around you thinks you should be doing. As Thoreau put it, if a man does not keep pace with his companions, Perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to the music he hears, however measured or far away. Be willing to accept that others may even see you as having betrayed them, but you haven't betrayed your music, your purpose. Listen to your music and do what you know you have to do to feel whole, to feel complete, and to feel as if you're fulfilling your destiny. You'll never be at peace if you don't get that music out and let it play. Let the world know why you're here, and do it with passion. Being passionate means taking risks. You may indeed find yourself living a comfortable life when you don't follow your instincts. You pay your bills, fill out all of the right forms, and live a life of fitting in and doing it by the book, but it's a book that was written by somebody else. You're aware of that nagging companion saying to you, "This may look right, but does it feel right? Are you doing what you came here to do?" For many people, the answer is, how do I know what my heroic mission is? You'll find your passion in what inspires you the most. And what does the word inspire mean? It derives from the words in spirit. When you're inspired, you never have to ask about your purpose. You're living it. For one of my children, it's about riding horses and being at the stables. She's in heaven when on horseback, or even cleaning out a stall filled with horse manure. Another daughter is only inspired when she's singing, writing music, or performing. She's felt that way since she was 2. For another, it's her artwork and design that makes her feel purposeful. For yet another, it's designing websites and creating computer programs for others. For me, it's writing and speaking and creating products to help people become self-reliant. This has always been my passion, even as a young boy. So what is your passion? What stirs your soul and makes you feel like you're totally in harmony with why you showed up here in the first place? Know this for certain. Whatever it may be, you can make a living doing it and simultaneously provide a service for others. I guarantee it. The only thing that will keep you from playing the music you hear and marching to the unique drumbeat you experience within is fear. According to A Course in Miracles, there are only 2 basic emotions. One is fear, the other is love. You may fear the disapproval of others. Take that risk and you'll discover that you receive more approval when you don't seek it than when you do. You may fear the unknown. Take that risk as well. Wander in there, asking yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen if this doesn't work out? The truth is that you will just move beyond it. You're not going to starve to death or to be tortured if something doesn't work out. You might fear being successful. You may have been conditioned to believe you're inadequate or limited. The only way to challenge these absurdities is to go toward what you know you're here for and let success chase after you, as it most assuredly will. Or you may fear the biggest one of all. You may fear failure. The myth of failure. This may come as a surprise to you, but failure is an illusion. No one ever fails at anything. Everything you do produces a result. If you're trying to learn how to catch a football and someone throws it to you and you drop it, you haven't failed. You simply produced a result. The real question is, what do you do with the results that you produce? Do you leave and moan about being a football failure? Or do you say, throw it again, until ultimately you're catching footballs? Failure is a judgment. It's just an opinion. It comes from your fears, which can be eliminated by love. Love for yourself, love for what you do, love for others, love for your planet. When you have love within you, fear cannot survive. Think of the message in this ancient wisdom. Fear knocked at the door, love answered, and no one was there. That music that you hear inside of you urging you to take risks and follow your dreams is your intuitive connection to that purpose in your heart since birth. Be enthusiastic about all that you do. Have that passion with the awareness that the word enthusiasm literally means the God and theos within, diasm. The God within. The passion that you feel is God inside of you, beckoning you to take the risk and be your own person. I've found that perceived risks are not risky at all once you transcend your fears and let love and self-respect in. When you produce a result that others laugh at, you're also stirred to laughter. When you respect yourself, stumbling allows you to laugh at yourself as an occasional stumbler. When you love and respect yourself, someone's disapproval is not something you fear and avoid. The poet Rudyard Kipling declared, if you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those 2 impostors just the same, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. The key word here is impostors. They're not real. They exist only in the minds of people. Follow your right brain, listening to how you feel, and play your own unique brand of music. You won't have to fear anything or anyone. And you'll never experience that terror of lying on your deathbed someday saying, "What if my whole life has been wrong?" Your invisible companion on your right shoulder will prod you each and every time you're moving away from your purpose. It makes you aware of your music, so listen and don't die with that music still in you.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, I hope you all enjoyed that. Oh my gosh. You know,
Yeah.
I have to say, it made me listening to it again. And of course, I've read the book many times, but it reminds me of a time when I love to dance. A lot of people know that about me. Like that's where I feel so alive and I love it. I'm so passionate about dancing. And I was taking some professional one on one dance classes with this gentleman in his garage. He had set up like this garage, with flooring and air conditioning, all that stuff. And we were dancing, and it's all partner style dancing, and we were doing our thing. And he said, "Oh, and then while we were waiting for him to get some more music on, I was just kind of dancing around, just freestyle, just dancing." And he said to me, he said, "I can see how passionate you are about dancing and how you just love it so much." He said, "You should teach other people how to dance." And I said, "I'm not trained. I'm not schooled, to teach people how to do." He goes, "No, I just mean freestyle dance." He said, "There's so many people out there that don't have the confidence or don't really know how to just freestyle dance." He says, "You can make a living at it. People will pay, to have you help get them to break out of the fear of the freestyle dance." And I said, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, there's a market for that." And I thought about it and I thought of it. And I was like, of course, I don't have time. I don't have time to add something more to my plate. But boy, would I love to do that someday. Just dance and teach people how to just freestyle dance. I don't know. It's just like, it's one of those thoughts, and those inspirations on the right side of me that I go, yeah, maybe I should look into that. So when I'm semi-retired, because I'm going to be semi-retired in 5 more years, that is something I'm definitely going to pursue. Just freestyle dance lessons. So I think, we all get these little inspirations, right? And I always say, you should look at it, you should listen, you should do something with it. And Adam is, on our Tuesday morning call right now, and I don't know how many have had the pleasure to hear the music that he has done. And so, Adam, I just want to ask if it's okay if we share some of your music and some of your insight about what the journey has been for you. If you don't mind sharing, like, how has that been for you, having all this music inside of you, and what have you done with it?
Well, coming from a family with everyone's a songwriter, my brother's a songwriter, my mother's a songwriter. And I remember being 12 years old, it's like, I got to have a song. Everyone's sharing their song. Like, what do you have, Adam? So I was like, I just locked myself in a bedroom with a guitar and a piano and started writing music. And I've been doing that, since 12 years old. And here I am 42. So this really resonated with me about not letting the music die in you. About 10 years ago, I went to Nashville and recorded an album. I felt like in my mind I had to go to Nashville for some reason, but I did. And it was a good experience. And but it's been 10 years and I written more music. And I looked at Annie and I was just like, I'm just feeling like I need to pursue my dream, which is not to be a star. This is more of a hobby for me and for my internal, like for myself. And so I went back to the studio again, and I'm working on my second album. So it's fun. You gotta follow your passion, your dream. And I really think more on my right side of my brain, but when he was talking, I get it. I've listened to my left side for too long.
We all
And
have.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I would love for you guys to share with everybody if you would like to do that.
Yes, we would. We would like to do
Or you
that.
can ask Alexa to play Adam Waters and you can listen to me later.
No, we're gonna do it now, right now, with your your two
Okay, cool.
family.
Annie took that photo.
It's okay to say goodbye to this world we'll leave behind. We'll return when it's time, when our God says it's time. In a blink of an eye, we'll rise to the sky on this beautiful night, when our dreams come to life. Over hills by and by, over mountains we'll fly, to the ends of this life we'll enter the light. Like a thief in the night, before dawn turns to light, every soul and every eye will see God is alive. In a blink of an eye, we'll rise to the sky on this beautiful night, when our dreams come to life. Over hills by and by, over mountains we'll fly, to the ends of this life we'll enter the light. Pray for those who will die, and every soul that's left behind. Give them strength, Lord, to deny, and let them run to the light. In a blink of an eye, we'll rise to the sky on this beautiful night, when our dreams come to life. Over hills by and by, over mountains we'll fly, to the ends of this life we'll enter the light. In a blink of an eye, we'll rise to the sky on this beautiful night, when our dreams come to life. Over hills by and by, over mountains we'll fly, to the ends of this life we'll enter the light. In a blink of an eye, we'll rise to the sky on this beautiful night, when our dreams come to life. Over hills by and by, over mountains we'll fly, to the ends of this life we'll enter the light.
Wow, Adam. I've, of course, heard that song many times, but wow. So amazing, so beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much.
I just love it. Oh, anybody else that wants to chime in about anything they heard today, or
I just want to say, I've listened to Adam's music, and I it goes straight to my heart, and I know what he has inside to share with us, and he's just, you know, it will come. I know it will. And his way of it happening is through his music, but we've got to even share it more so, Adam. We've got to share that music because you have so much to share. And I do agree. We're so much in our left brain all the time, and it's that analytical side. And I've learned to say negative thoughts, any of the things that come up, I'm like, shift to the right, shift to the right. And that's what I tell myself. I have that inner voice that's saying, shift to the right, shift to the right. Don't be judgmental, no matter what it is. Just let's shift to the right and be in that good side, that good side. Let's not judge people. Let's not be analytical, you know, because we are put here for such greater things. And I love how both my kids have followed their passion, that voice that they've heard. Both of them love what they're doing in life. And it's just so comforting to me to know that such young age, they're already there. It's just so great. And anyway, that's what I have to share. And how great is this? This is what Michael's taught all the time. Be in your dreams. Be in your dreams. We've got to get to that right side so that we can go and be the people that we were put here to be, and to share with others so that we can get them where they're supposed to be too. So path changers, guys.
There's that song, Fear is a Liar. You guys should check that one up. Man, it sure is, you know. And when you just live on that left side, you're just like, we're our own worst enemies, you know, sometimes when we let the fear kind of get to us. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
100%. Mm-hmm.
And Bev, I know you've got the book and you love it. Is there anything that you want to share? I mean, you don't have to. I'm just asking since you love the book so much and you're so happy to have read it.
All of it, man. And Adam, that's the first time I've heard your music. That touched me. Thank you. What a
You're
beautiful
welcome.
morning.
It's from God to me to you. So you're welcome.
Appreciate that. And I receive it fully.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Adam, for allowing us all to be blessed with your beautiful, amazing gift. We appreciate you so much.
I love the fact also is that he's self-taught, guys. Self-taught. Everything he does is self-taught. So it's.
I wasn't kidding about locking myself in a bedroom. I skipped half my high school career in a bedroom or a garage or a park playing songs.
Totally your gift when you're self-taught, you know, and Michael's self-taught as well. So, you know, when it's your, you know, it's what was put inside you to give. So I love that.
I like when he said today, when you're inspired, you're in the spirit. And that really resonated with me because I'm always inspired to write a new song. So.
Yes.
I feel like I don't write enough because honestly, I do like to sing and I like to write, but fear, it's always gotten to me because I feel like I'm not good enough. Like when it comes to music, I am a perfectionist and it has to be exactly so. But hearing your song and hearing the book today, it was just, it really resonated with me to not stop playing your music.
All right.
Thank you, Adam, so much for sharing that.
And Angie, when you said you're a perfectionist about it, it's like that's that logical side of you making you be a perfectionist about it. You know, the beautiful thing about art and passion is the imperfections there that makes it different for everybody, right? I mean, that's where the art is, in my opinion. But
when I write, I think about every word and every detail of the song, the dynamic, how it's supposed to, you know, because I want it to come across, you know, to you guys as much as it originally when I wrote the song, you know. So there's so much to it. So yeah, just live out your dreams, your music, your passion, your art, whatever it is. Let's think on, I don't know what side of the screen you guys see, but your right side.
Yeah.
Dude, he said left, he screwed it all up.
When you're thinking that perfection, it is that left side. And the only person that knows it's not perfect is you.
Right.
So, you know, because put it out there for all to hear because you're keeping it and don't let it die inside you. Shift to the right, guys. Shift to the right.
Yeah.
I love you all. Team Tuesday.
Love you guys.
Yes. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you.
Fabulous, wonderful day ahead.
Thank you.
Well,
Awesome.
have a good day,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Have a blessed day.
Love you guys.
Love y'all.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.